Welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love and welcome to another karmic update. Okay, karmic energy check-in. All right, remember it's a general reading, so thousands of people are going to be watching this, so you're just going to take what resonates with your own intuitive downloads, because that's all you ever watch tarot for. It's not to be told what to do or anything like that. It's just for an affirmation of what you've already received within your psyche. Okay, that being said, the music that came on for you guys when I was about to start is Cleanse Your Home and Yourself. All right. So right now, there's this big transition that's happening, and a lot of negativity is being released, a lot of inner child wounding, that kind of. Okay. So what you want to do is just really ramp up on your protection. Make sure that your home is really sealed off nicely, all your electronics, that kind of thing. Steve Noble has a very, very, very powerful clearing for that. So you don't need SRT. You can do that. If you feel an SRT, you can. If you feel need SRT, you can always go on my website. But Steve Noble's clearance should be pretty powerful. Okay, I'll link it down below if you guys want that. Okay, it's the ultraviolet angels detaching lower cords or something like that. Just type in Steve Noble ultraviolet angels and you're gonna get it. It is absolutely amazing. Anywho's, so let us get into this reading. I'm going to be starting with the Archetypes and Shadows deck by Chuck Spezzano. Why am I tripping over my words today? Well, we're still in the shadow of Mercury, that's why. Anyway. Or maybe somebody's tongue-tied. Well, or DM's been tongue-tied, right? Oh my gosh, guys. But what I get from, what is this? This was turned over already. The victim, I think we had that last time, so it was probably turned over from last time. But it could be that this is still the mode that they're in. We're going to see. Yeah, what I'm getting from the collective is that they're both divine feminine and divine masculine are really digging deep into some really deep childhood wounds, especially with regards to masculine energy. Both of them, or the male parental figure, and how it has influenced how they view themselves, the opposite sex or the same sex, whoever's the object of your desire. It's the core wounds. Now what we have here, we have the living beauty. Okay, that's Empress energy. Now we've seen the divine masculines in Empress energy for the past 2 or 3 weeks. All right, so this could be what's going on. All right, let's have a look and see. What energy is divine masculine embodying in this connection at this point in time? We have the provider. Yep, it resonates with what we've been getting. This is the provider. Okay, so what's happening here, it has nothing to do with love, but it has everything to do with obligation and responsibility. And they're not to be judged for that, because that's quite responsible of them, right? So that shows a lot of maturity and a lot of growth. So that's what his role is right now. He's a provider. Masculine is a provider. Whether male or female in body, they're a provider. Okay? That's their role and function. So they're very focused now on the 3D security, because this is how they have identified themselves. This is how they have their self-esteem is very much connected to their ability to provide for their family. The 3D things. I'm not even talking about any emotions. No, this is the 3D things. Okay? Food, clothing, and shelter. The karmic here is the star. Okay? It's the star, right? All eyes on the karmic. Needs that ego stroke, right? Lots of options here that the karmic has, and they enjoy being the center of attention. Okay, so we have the star. All right, so let's get into these cards and let's get the messages that Spirit has for us. We're going to get 3 cards on each. Okay, so we have the 10 of Cups in reverse. So happiness don't live here, but it looks like there's some kind of family setup, okay? So Spirit, tell us about the provider. What's the message you want to come through? All right. So right off the bat, we have the Devil, Capricorn energy. Okay, so that's all about toxicity, addiction, codependency. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This is my divorce card, but it is also my dysfunctional family card. And also generational toxic patterns. And then we have the King of Wands in reverse. He's a philanderer, he's a warmonger, but he's also someone that he will not stand in his power. He gives his power away, all right, to his addictions, okay, to his addictions, to stimulation. So that's what's happening here, guys. Spirit has spelled it out for you. Yes, it's a toxic situation. Yes, there are addictions here. There's some kind of dysfunctional family. This family unit is not cohesive. But at the same time, this masculine is not standing in his power. All he's focusing on is just bringing home that bread. Bringing home that bread. Okay? Now, for some of you, the masculine is seeing just how toxic it is. And they're filing for a divorce here. No longer given to this situation. That's for some of you guys. Let me pull a couple of the cards. Let's get 2 more cards on that. But basically, this is where his head is at. I have to provide, so I will provide. Now, the Empress has entered the building. So also thinking about you and wanting to provide. So for some of you, there's definitely some kind of divorce or breakup that's happening here. Okay? Because the masculine is trying to fight for your connection. But for others of you, they put up some kind of defensive shield against the Empress because they just don't want to face all the shit that's happening in their family or take action on it. So you have to see how it resonates for you. Okay? So for some of you, masculine fighting for your connection. For others of you, they're choosing to stew in this toxic brew there, and they're kind of locking you off. You have to trust your intuition. Let's see the Star. We have the King of Cups in reverse, and I told you this is my covert narcissist. We have the 9 of Swords in reverse. And we have the Hierophant. Okay, so Karmic right now feeling safe, okay, because whatever they've been doing, whatever manipulative tactics that they have been doing, it's working, it seems. That's what I'm getting from this setup. I'm going to pull 2 more cards, but it seems that they're working. They've really pulled out their rule book. And every manipulative play that they could have, or that they could have played, they're playing it right now. Because it's all about them. They don't care about how this person feels or anybody else, or even if they're children in the connection. They're not interested in that. Once the attention is on them, okay, they could have multiple options. That's fine. Once the attention is on them, okay? So they're here embodying the covert narcissist. The manipulation, the gaslighting, the hoovering, the everything. You know how it goes. They're doing everything in their power so that they can remain in their comfort zone, and for some of them so that they can maintain their marriage. I'm going to pull 2 more cards. So for some of them, and it's interesting that Lily Rose brought that message yesterday. I think the message was the Karmic talking about she pretends to be sick or pregnant or something like that. This is also something that covert narcissists do. They pretend to be frail or ill or incredibly depressed or suicidal in order to get attention. So it's interesting that Lily Rose brought that message because this is what covert narcissists do. Let's get 2 more cards. Yeah, they want to make sure that your person ain't going nowhere. Ain't going nowhere, right? Your person must remain in stalemate energy. all the time. Okay, they must remain the hangman, keeping your person hanging on, right? So they've pulled out their rule book and they're feeling kind of comfy right now because from where they stand, it looks like it's working. Let's see how everybody's feeling in this connection. And this is pretty important because not everybody's going to be able to join me in the extended to see what's happening in the connection. And usually how everybody's feeling is going to tell us a lot about what the dynamics. Okay, so let's have a look. This is my emotional intelligence deck. Let's get 3 cards. How's your person, the DM, feeling in this connection right now? All right. So we have self-defeatist. He's given up. Giving up the ghost, yeah. He's like, he's kind of resigned himself. It's what I need to do. I'm just going to do it. I can't do anything better. So he's still in that victim mode that we saw last week. We have he's depressed. And he's also remorseful. We're going to pull cards and see why this energy is coming through. Feeling safe and sound. Okay, remember we channeled that already. Right, they're feeling safe. Projecting all their wounding onto your person. Making your person feel shitty. And they're absolutely happy. Okay, I told you. Whatever they've been doing is working, okay? That's what I'm getting with this today. I'm sorry it's a harsh message today, but you know, this is the truth, okay? And remember, you shouldn't get caught up in these. These are the energies of the moment, and they can shift just like that, okay? But this is where your person is at, and this is where the karmic is at. Let's see the self-defeatist. Yeah. And because they're self-defeatist, they're in that low vibration, their judgment is off. Okay, they can't see their situation very clearly. Okay, that's why they feel they have to stay there. That's why they feel like they can't walk away. They know this is not a soulmate. They know this is not any kind of happy place. They think about breaking up, but they don't. They're absolutely depressed. But yet they don't end the cycle. The world in reverse. Right? Spirit is asking them to speak their truth and release this. But they don't do anything. They're not standing in their power. They're very much bogged down by their obligations. And I think that's why I also opened up about what they may have learned from the masculine energy in their life. Whether that masculine energy was present or absent, no matter what. And I think this came out in the interview with DM. If you go on my interviews list, the interview with DM, and I think the interview with DM's father, this is what came out. That no matter what, even if you're unhappy, you still push through and you still be the provider. Okay, this is what DM has been programmed to do. Okay, so you can go and look at those 2 interviews. But that's what came out in those interviews. And that's what Liam learned. No matter what happens, no matter who you love, even though, you know, you're not really interested in the third in this karmic relationship and you really just want to get out of here, you know, shame and guilt keeps you stuck. You're also very ashamed and feeling remorse for not collaborating with the Empress instead. Come here. 3 of Pentacles in reverse and the Empress. They're heartbroken. But they aren't doing anything about the heartbreak. Because they've been taught that their heart does not matter. Your provider. So toxic masculinity, it doesn't just hurt feminine energies. It also paints the masculine energies into a corner as well. It's no good for anybody. So let's see, the star is feeling safe, but alone. 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 We have 2 cards of alone. 9 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles. They might be in some kind of family unit, but they are not supported, they are not loved. This is the price of safety and security. that also came out with the interview with the karmic. So you could, those interviews were just so eye-opening. Okay, so eye-opening. I remember that. That's the price you pay. I think she said, what's love got to do with it? That's what she said. That's what the karmic said in that interview. The interview with the karmic. What's love got to do with it? I remember that very clearly. Yeah. And you know, they are a gold digger and greedy. And they're also projecting that onto a person who I think would have been at some point in that vibration. That's why they got together. Yeah. Now this karmic wants love, you know. The Ace of Cups. But their poverty consciousness won't allow them to do that. And that's why they keep juggling back and forth. For some of you, this karmic has a partner. 1 second, guys. My alarm came on. Yeah, but that was spirit though. I'm trying to let me know that there's going to be a wake-up call in this connection. Because it looks like this karmic has somebody else as well. Okay? So they're here with their security. But for love, they've already gotten somebody else. So they're both mirroring each other, but at the same time, they're staying committed to whatever relationship this is. And for some of you, it might be a marriage. This is how their happiness looks like. This is what they were told happiness looks like. Yeah, their judgment is also off. You see, so both of them are mirroring the programming and the wounding from their ancestral line. Okay, so thank you for that confirmation. So, DM, this is what he was programmed to do. You are a provider. Fuck feelings. DF, this is what you're programmed to do. You have to see about your security. Fuck feelings. Okay, so all of them are just playing out their ancestral templates at this time. Yeah. Their judgment is off. They're very immature. Very immature. And they're doing a lot of stalking of the DM as well. Even though they have somebody else, they don't want DM to have anybody else. Okay, so that is the kind of crazy shit that's going on, guys. What is this? That fell. Immaturity. This is the name of the game. Nobody wants to speak up. No one wants to speak their needs. Because they've been programmed that their needs don't matter. Just their 3D financial needs matter. So let's look at DM and his mental energy where the karmic is concerned. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And this is the karmic, as I said, most likely to be physically abusive, most likely to use their sexuality to exploit or manipulate others, most likely to use the purse strings, again, to control a situation, and most likely to abuse their spiritual gifts. That's that karmic, right? The Aries. In my readings, all reverse court cards are karmic energies. All right, so when your person thinks about the karmic and the karmic connection, where is their head at right now? Okay, so we have the King of Cups. That's a Scorpio. So good God. The karmic comes out as the King of Cups reverse, right? So immaturity. We have the Ten of Wands. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries energy. So what are they thinking about? We have the Seven of Swords reverse. And we have the Page of Wands. All right. What are they thinking about? All right, your person, this setup was necessary. I know you don't think so, but it was necessary because there was a lot of emotional maturity that your person had to learn. They were very immature, much like the karmic, really. Okay, so what are they learning right now? Okay, they're learning how to honor their feelings, that their feelings matter. They're learning that duties and responsibilities and all, they also have this life to live, and they're multifaceted. They're not just a provider, they're multidimensional, okay, and they're multifaceted, right? So they are thinking about laying down these burdens and responsibilities because they deserve love too. They are tired of living a lie with the Seven of Swords. They want to remove their mask and show their true self to the world. But right now, the most important thing that's really pressing on them is that they want to speak up. They want to express themselves. Now it's only a page, but it is a start. They want to say something. Let's see what they want to say. And to whom? So whilst you think your person isn't changing, they're becoming very, very mature. Right? The King of Cups, he is the master of his emotions. So let's see this Page of Wands here. Yeah, they want to speak up about how they feel. I think they want to talk to you though. No, the Empress is here. So they want to tell the Empress how they feel. And right now they are heartbroken. They're heartbroken. And it's like, this is not an energy that you can keep inside for forever. Although they are trying to at this time, right? We have this Page of Cups reverse. They are trying to keep that energy inside. But that will destroy you. And if it doesn't destroy you, it's just going to make you sick. So they're thinking about taking action here. And it looks like they're going to take action soon because there's a Tower moment that's either coming or has come for them. And that Tower moment is giving them a lot of clarity. Look, we have the Seven of Cups in reverse. And we have 7-7. So there's a divine intervention that's coming. And we channel that this week as well. So there's this big shift that's coming that's going to push them to express themselves and to honor their feelings. But right now, they're trying to bury this as deep as they can. We're going to get a message for you from your masculine, and then we're going to go to the extended. In the extended, what we're going to do, we're going to look at masculine heart space energy for you. We're going to look at, why am I saying for you? Well, maybe only that one, that's the only thing that matters. And I will get it. I'll get a message for you. Okay, I'll get a message for you right now. We're going to look at the masculine heart space energy for the karmic. The karmic's heart space energy for your masculine, what the karmic thinks about you, or thinks or knows. What is the karmic hiding at this time? A message from the karmic to you, and it's usually their higher self comes through, and it's usually a very powerful message. And then we're going to see what can we expect will be the outcome of this connection within a month of you watching this reading, and then we're going to get some advice for you. But right now, we're going to get the masculine's message to you. What does the masculine want you to know about this connection? And it's usually their higher self comes through. So for right now, they want to give you this message. They want to tell you how they feel, okay, because their heart has been cracked open, but they're still trying to hold that inside. Okay, we have Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We have the Death card. Okay, so big transformation energies, and we saw that this week also. We channeled that this week, right? We have Scorpio. We have the Master of Wands. So that's action there with Leo, and he's upright. And then we have the Nine of Cups reverse. So they want to let you know that your intuition is right. This is a very toxic situation. It's very unstable, and there's so many things happening right now, and that's why they're focusing on being the provider, because it looks like this 3D security that they may have created, this is up in the air right now, and that's why they're so focused on trying to steady the waters, especially if they're children. So they want you to know that, but they want you to know that they are also transforming and changing, and this situation is also transforming and changing, and very soon they are going to be taking action. Let's see what action they're going to take here. So they want you to know that they are going to be taking action. Yeah, they're going to end this with this Ten of Swords. It's going to be the end of the cycle, okay? But right now, they are just wounded. They're in victim mode, okay? They're wounded. So they're going to be ending this karmic cycle. So this is karma here too. Ending the karmic cycle. But right now, they're just kind of wallowing in their pain and their heartbreak. Yeah, what's what I told you? Five of Cups. If there's one card about wallowing in pain and heartbreak, it would be that card. All right, so that's what they want you to know. Right now, they're in victim mode. They're wallowing their pain and heartbreak, but they're going to be taking action soon to end this. This was necessary for their transformation. They want you to know that. All right, guys, so if this feels like a person's vibration, what you've been getting intuitively, join me in the extended. If you're not able to, I'm grateful for your likes, shares, subscribes. They really help the channel grow. Your dislikes are wonderful as well. Okay. And if you can go a step further and interact with any of the ads that may have played during this reading, that's beautiful energy exchange for me. And please do it for any reader that you enjoy, because it keeps that flow of abundance going. This is how we're able to maintain our independence, and we don't have to be in the rat race, right? All right, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.